The Federal and Pedesta Hospital jointly present the Kanyakumari Marathon 2025. This event is co-presented by Rojavanam International School and Kingmakers IAS Academy. Run for Health on Sunday, May 4, 2025. Entry is free and all are welcome.
We have a system in place, but is everybody following the SOP properly? No. On papers, it's all there. But in implementation, there is a lot of lag. We need to work on it. From 2012, in fact, until 2021 itself, not many people were aware of this act at all. This act was there, not many children were coming out to speak.
Tamil Nadu has a POCSO case. The disposal rate is just 2% what the data, according to the data. So it's worrying because of disposal.
It is very worrying, sir. There is a lag in the implementation of this law. When child comes out and speaks about it, child's identity should be protected. When I was in the commission, in so many cases, a few police people tried to make it like a panchayat. How can they do panchayat with these cases? We don't have to create new laws, sir. We don't need laws. We have enough laws. First, let us implement the laws that's already there and let us give punishment. That itself is not happening. But if this case is going on for 3 years and 4 years, how will this child come out of this problem? This child is going to be stuck there forever.
According to Tamil Nadu government's policy note, which was tabled recently, it says POCSO cases are on rise as well as the disposal rate is very low. I am joining by Saranya T Jaikumar to discuss about the POCSO cases and current trend. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining with us. Ma'am, recently Tamil Nadu government submitted a report at the assembly. It shows that POCSO cases are on rise. So what's your take on it as a psychologist as well as the former member of state Child Rights Commission?
Sir, actually this POCSO Act was formed in 2012, and then I became member of the State Child Rights Commission in 2021, after which I should say my team, along with the chairperson and other members, we really worked hard to bring out a lot of awareness about this one act called POCSO, Protection of Children from Sexual Offences. So from 2012, in fact until 2021 itself, not many people were aware of this act at all. Not too many cases were filed. Yes, cases were filed, but not too many because of lack of awareness. When there is a sudden increase in the number of cases filed in a state, it may not be always because number of crimes have increased. It's also because
what it indicates,
awareness is increasing. Many people, many children are coming out and speaking now, which according to me is a good sign, because this act was there, not many children were coming out to speak. Now children have a lot of confidence in the system, a lot of awareness is going to them through NGOs, through Childline, through the ministry. Left, right, center, there's awareness programs. So children are coming out and speaking. Obviously, there will be an increase in the number of cases, but we are not too happy with the number of cases that's being reported, definitely. See, then we understand, oh my God, is so much happened, 400 odd cases last year. Is so much happening? That's not a good sign. Obviously, there should be good reporting, but the number of cases being reported must slowly come down with occurrence. Occurrence should reduce, then reporting should reduce.
In this case, ma'am, if Tamil Nadu has a POCSO case, the disposal rate is just 2% what the data, according to the data. So it's worrying because of disposal.
It is very worrying, sir. To be very frank, before being in the commission, I'm a child rights activist for a long time. I understand these laws protecting the children. Everywhere we'll go and say, children, come out and speak. We are there for you. The system is there for you. But recently, I should say, some few cases where we know this person is the accused, this person has done some mistake, but this person is given bail in 6 months, 9 months, 3 months even in some cases. And then they come back and they threaten these children. So somewhere when they hear about all of this, then there is a lag in the system. There is a lag in the implementation of this law. When child comes out and speaks about it, child's identity should be protected. The child should feel safe forever in life and never face the accused again. You understand? And the accused should be given punishment, isn't it? Given punishment or left out, all that should happen, or slightly faster. But for some reason, lack of evidences. In fact, POCSO does not need evidence. The statement of the child is sufficient. The burden of proof lies on the accused. All of this we say on record. But how much of this is being implemented is still definitely a question mark.
The coordination between the stakeholders, it's a matters.
It definitely is a matter.
So, do you think it's a lack of in this coordination part?
See, that's what the commission was doing, sir. My work was to coordinate between the departments, basically. See, if there is the police department, they'll also have to work with the gynecologists in GH to collect some evidence regarding the case. So the case moves faster and there is definite punishment for the accused. You understand, there is conviction. But for some reason, between the hospital and the police and the child protection unit, there is some lag. It is there. You cannot deny that at all. It is definitely there. Some communication problem. We have a system in place, but is everybody following the SOP properly? No. The standardized operating procedures or protocols are still not followed properly by many people. In fact, I must say, when I was in the commission, in so many cases, a few police people tried to make it like a panchayat. How can they do panchayat with these cases? And further victimization of the child is happening in so many cases. See, as a psychologist, if a child has gone through sexual abuse, the child will give statement, one to the police, one before the magistrate. Okay, maybe one more before the magistrate, and that's all. We try to erase these memories, try to get this child out of the incident. But if this case is going on for 3 years and 4 years, how will this child come out of this problem? This child is going to be stuck there forever. So, delayed justice is definitely denied completely.
So, what you are saying that Act is very good at paper, you are saying. And another worrying data what government is giving, that only 3 to 5% of POCSO victims in Tamil Nadu is receiving interim or the final compensation. So this number should be very low. So what's your take on to improve the compensation framework?
See, actually we have a system in place, but release of compensation is definitely taking time. I've handled such cases when I was in the commission also. Lack of documentation, they say, and then that is why the delay in the compensation, or the department does not receive the compensation, budget it's not sufficient. All of this is definitely mentioned. See, even in RT, sir, so many schools are supposed to give free seats. Yeah. Do all the schools get the money properly? No. They don't. Same way, this compensation delay is also there.
But this is very sensitive.
This is sensitive, but the problem is there are many people who misuse this also. That I must say. The government is still watching it. There are 16-year-olds who elope with adults, and then it becomes a POCSO case, and then they receive compensation. And in 2 years' time, they get married to that same person and live happily. See, in such cases, compensation should not have been given, isn't it? In
case to case, you are saying.
Case to case, it varies. But if the court has decided that the compensation needs to be given, it has to be given. There is a lot of cases pending with compensation not given, the justice not delivered yet. All of this is still there. But as you very rightly said, sir, on papers, it's all there. But in implementation, there is a lot of lag. We need to work on it.
What's the role of State Child Rights Commission? Now I'm wondering that still there is no formation of new members and the chairperson for a prolonged time.
For a long time, yes. They have called for applications. Applications have been received by the department also, but they are yet to appoint the entire team again, because the State Child Rights Commission is very, very important, sir. In Kerala, in Goa, you see they are very, very functional. They are very effective. In fact, I must tell this here, in other states, the member role is a paid role. But in Tamil Nadu, it's not a paid role. All of us work with a lot of passion for this field. But again, if there is another team also, they will also be ready to work with passion. But this commission is very important to monitor the implementation of these laws. It is a mandate of
But
the
it is
commission.
not in action now.
It is not in action now. And there are so many other cases happening, but it's been handled by the Women's Commission or the Human Rights Commission. Yesterday, there was a case where a child has fallen into an open septic tank or a water body, and all this is what a commission needs to handle to see if justice is delivered properly to the parents and the child that lost its life. But that is still pending. The commission is not formed
I
yet.
think you are aware about the Anna Nagar case, which is very important case. The government also went up to Supreme Court to revoke the CBI investigation. So, what's your take on such a sensitive case? But do you think the government is really applying their mind in such cases?
They have to form the commission first. If they are really bothered about the affairs of the children in the state, the commission has to form properly, and then the Anganwadis have to be monitored properly. There are in the GH is the pediatric ward working efficiently? Is the RBSK team working properly in the state? There are so many things that needs to be seen. How many children are becoming laborers? How many child marriages are happening? Are these being handled properly? What is the action being taken? The gross enrollment ratio in Tamil Nadu is comparatively better than any other state. But I feel for the type of people that we are, we can definitely be better than what we are today.
One more question is very important. I would ask you. Child marriage is about 10,000 cases roughly happening reported in Tamil Nadu. Another side, teenage pregnancy also reported around 10,000 cases. But the both issues are not covered by POCSO, right? So POCSO is completely different.
It has to be covered in POCSO.
So what kind of coordination should be done between that child marriage as well as the teenage pregnancy issues?
Departments should work together. The district child protection unit, the state or the district health support, and definitely the police. All three should work together. This is not about panchayat. This is about action being taken, because we don't have to create new laws, sir. We don't need laws. We have enough laws. First, let us implement the laws that's already there and let us give punishment. That itself is not happening. See, there is one 60-year-old man who's sexually abused a 12-year-old girl. That man, we are not able to get punishment properly. Then what is it about teenage pregnancy and teenage marriage with consent? It's not going to be, it's not going to be the case. In US, if the age difference is more than 2 years only, it is considered a sexual abuse case. If it is less than 2 years age difference, it's not considered sexual abuse case. But in our country, there is no difference in that. Age is not a problem at all. It protects the girls more. Yeah. So if there is one 17-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl involved in a sexual offense, and this girl is pregnant, it's a POCSO case. This boy has to go to an observation home, and especially he'll be produced before the GGB. It is a crime. They need to understand that.
So in my last question is very clear that you are saying that coordination between stakeholders is missing at large. But as per in paper, the law is perfect, you're saying. So where is the lacuna? I mean, where in the end point? Victim is not getting compensation, the disposal rate is very low. So what could be done as per your view?
Empowering the State Child Rights Commission is the first best thing that can be done, because if any of these departments, there is an SOP. If they do not follow the SOP, if something is going wrong, where will they go? How can they go again and again and again to the court? Do they have the legal support? So the commission should be functioning, isn't it, sir? If the commission is functioning, the commission has access to all these departments to question, hey, why is this not happening? Why don't you coordinate with them and get this done? That's exactly what a commission can do. And this is happening in all other states except Tamil Nadu.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much for asking me these questions. Thanks.
The Federal and Pedesta Hospital jointly present the Kanyakumari Marathon 2025. This event is co-presented by Rojavanam International School and Kingmakers IAS Academy. Run for Health on Sunday, May 4, 2025. Entry is free and all are welcome.